Hello, I'm Lofrea Santi, and this video is an assignment submission for CSE 341 Web Services. This is a walkthrough video of a survey API, which is my choice of API to develop during these 2 weeks. Per requirement of this assignment, our API endpoints should work, and also data validation with Express validator, and also error handling and using the try and catch block, and also being able to test our deployed link through our Swagger documentation as well, and making sure all sensitive data or information are not present at GitHub. Also, like our database having 2 collections, and also having at least one collection having more than or 7 fields, and also other requirements like our database having 2 collections or more, and then 1 or more collections having 7 or more fields. So I will show my code, and so I have a controller folder, database, middleware, models, routes, and in my controller folder I have 3 files for response, survey, and user, which each of them are also being used in the routes folder here, in the response, survey, and then user.js. And also in my middleware I have I think 5 error handling files, and also my validation.js, which contains my express validations. And also in my models I have my survey model, which has more than, schema, which has more than 7 fields. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think 7, and also a user which has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 as well, and also having a response schema as well. And each one of these are their own collection. So this one is a response, has its response collection. Same with survey and also users. So I'll also show my GitHub. So we can see we have the files or the folders from the code here, where sensitive data is not being pushed to GitHub or is not present here, like our .env and a couple of extra files which don't have to be here as well. Okay, so I'm going into my where I've opened my routes, or where I have my render link open to test the endpoints. So I have a lot of endpoints, so I have this note here to help me. So first I'm going to start by getting all surveys, which I already have some in my database. So we have some surveys here which are already inside my database. Second, I'm going to create a new survey. And we have the survey created. So I'm going to copy this ID, and then we can see the survey created by this particular ID or this particular user, which is a user already in our database. Second, I'm going to get the survey by its ID itself. And here we have the ID, we have the survey with this ID. You can tell from the ID here. So third, I'm going to update that same survey. And now you can see it's been changed from customer feedback to any feedback. Now I want to delete that same survey. So I'll come here and then put this here, execute and survey deleted. So now the next thing is the response. Okay, so this is a new response. Let's try to execute and see. Okay, so now we have our response body with the response here. So now the next thing is to get our response to a survey only if the user is the creator or the user created it. So we'll need the user ID and then the service ID as well. So since this is the only response we just have, this is the current response we just inputted because this survey is new, we just created it. So the response we have there is only one, which is the one we just input. So we are left with 3 and get response submitted by a user to a specific survey. So I'm going to put a user ID here. And then also the survey ID. And then, so we have the same response body from this one because it's the only this is the only response we have from a user to this survey. Okay, so we have our last route, which is to register a user. And we have our user created here. So also our last route is the login. And I've already copied and placed the just the email and the password we have here in there. So let me execute it and then. So here we have login successful. So this is the user ID and the username, which is Ben Ofori. Yep, the same username. Okay, so this is the end of the video. Thanks.